Good evening, family, friends, Romans, and countrymen. Lend me your ear. I'm back with another episode. And thank y'all for being here. I thank God for everything. And to the young man that asked me, did I have pink eye or something? No, man, the pollen down here where I am is so thick. I might start wearing, I was telling a friend of mine yesterday, I might start wearing a mask, the COVID mask, because of all this pollen that we got floating around. You can see it. It's so thick. It's all on your car. And but anyway, I'm an allergy sufferer, right? So I was real bad yesterday. My eyes looked like a stop sign. And so I'm better today. I sound better. I feel better. But I was going through it yesterday, man. That pollen in my area, the allergies, whatever. If you're a sufferer from allergies, you know what I'm talking about. But that wasn't wrong with my eye. I've been rubbing. It feel like I got like grit in my eyes. But it's the pollen and stuff, what have you. So that's all that is. No, I don't have pink eye. And if I did, you can't catch it through the phone. So don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm back with another email topic. And if you happen to be somebody who don't like what I'm talking about, I'm just going through the topic what people want me to talk about. A lot of people are dealing with horrible relationships, men and women, and I'm giving the people what they want. I'm not going to tell you what I want you to hear. So if you write me a topic, I'm going to go over it. It might be something that I've already covered before in a different way, a cheating wife, cheating husband, whatever have you. Hey, like I told you, make that finger, beside digging in your nose, use it to scroll if you don't like what I'm talking about. That's all you got to do. It's just that simple. Take your finger out your nose and put it on, wipe it off first, then put it on your screen and scroll. That's all you got to do. Instead of big, what? I'm tired of hearing these topics. Like, what you want me to do? I'm going to talk about it. It's never been easier in the entire time of mankind. It's never been easier to change the channel than it is now. Once upon a time, if y'all can remember, if y'all was young, I was living back then, it was a time you had to get up, walk over to the TV, and turn the little thing. Turn the little knob to turn the TV. Then things got better. We made advancements in technology. We got a remote control. But you still, a lot of times you have to go find the remote. You can't find it or the back missing off the remote, and you can't find the battery. One battery missing. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the issue that came along with the remote. Even though it was an advancement in technology, it was still some downsides to the remote. You lost the battery. It never had a back on it that covered the battery. So you mess around and sit it down wrong, you're going to lose the battery. So you still sometimes had to get up and go look for the battery for the remote. But it has never been easier in all of history, the history of man. It's never been easier to turn the channel than it is now. You don't have to get up and move. You don't have to get up and walk over to the TV. You don't have to go find a battery to the remote. All you got to do is use that finger, take it out your nose, and scroll if you want to change the channel. And y'all still complaining about that. Americans. You lazy Americans. That's what the mad Russian call us. You lazy Americans. Joker don't even want to use his finger to scroll up, to keep him watching something he don't want to see. Instead, he just rather ask the person on the other end to stop making the videos he don't want to see instead of him just changing the channel. America. Oh, my God. But I love America. I wouldn't rather be nowhere else in the world but in America. But anyway, let me get to this topic. Enough with the riffraff. He says, I've been with my wife 17 years. We've been married for 10. She cheated 3 times that I know of. I think it could be more. You think? You think you just, the only time she ever cheated in the whole time y'all been together was the 3 times you All right. Sorry about that. I know that the relationship isn't healthy that I'm in, but it seems like I just can't imagine not being with her. Your little angel. I like to give the relationship the benefit of the doubt, as in it can work out. I know she's going to change. I know, you know what I'm saying, she's going through something right now. She loves me. This is not who she is. I must have done something wrong. If I can only do something to fix it, she'll stop giving away my sugar walls to somebody else. If I could just only get myself together. So therefore, I'm going to hang on a whole lot for hope. And I'm going to pray. And I'm going to go to my war room. I'm going to go talk to the prayer warriors. And we just going to pray this thing. And God going to make a way. And he going to fix my marriage. But anyway. But I know it's going to continue. My friends say they would have been left her. Don't listen to your friend when they say BS like that. They don't know what they would have did. You don't know what you're doing till you're in that situation. All they're going to do is make you feel even worse about yourself. Damn, they stronger than me. I'm weak as hell. My friends say they would have been left her when they wouldn't have did a damn thing. But just probably what you're doing too. That's why I tell men don't fall in love with a woman. Because once you in love, you weak as hell. See, they speaking from a point where they ain't in love with her. You are. So they'll make you feel like you're the weakest man on the planet when you're not. You ain't no weaker than any other man. Any man that falls in love with a woman is just as capable of being a fool as you are. And you are being a fool. But that's because you in love. That's what being in love will do. Not loving your woman. I ain't telling you don't love your wife, but you in love because you said you can't imagine being without her. You already without her. Whew. But like I said, back to your friends. Don't listen to them talking about now they right, you should have been left. But don't listen to them talking about what they would have did. The main one talking about what they would have did, you mess around and catch them later on in the same situation and you be like, I thought you said you would have been left. And he would have taken just as much crap as you did or more out his new girl that he done fell in love with. After telling you, if that had been me, he would have did a damn thing. Same thing you doing. When you in love, a man, we ain't ourselves when you're in love. As strong as I am, I done been in love before and was weak as tater water. If you're from Louisiana, sugar water. But I'm strong now because I ain't in love. That's how I know. Do not fall in love with a woman or you might find yourself in the same situation this man is in if you mess around and be in love with the wrong one. Your ass in trouble. And you're going to be stuck somewhere looking like a fool while she out here getting her back blowed out by other dudes. You're going to be writing big war talking about you can't leave. You ain't got to... My friend said it would have been, I said that part. She loves the club. They normally do. She loves the club. I'm going for it with that when I come back, so that's why I wanted to repeat that so y'all can hear it. She loves the club. That's where I think 90% of this behavior happens. Now, it happens in the room, in the bedroom somewhere. She probably meet him in the club, but that ain't where the behavior happens, my man. You go to jail up and now. That ain't where the behavior happened. That ain't the problem in the club. The problem is after she leave the club. She loves the club, and she loves being on social media. I tried to leave about a month ago, but she talked me out of it. Probably wasn't hard to talk you out of it. I know I need to leave, but I'm asking how do I get the strength to just do it? And I'm 38 years old. I remember a time, man, I was going through the same situation. And I was asking my mentor, close friend, guy by the name of John, how do I get the strength, though, to leave? The strength to leave. Like, something gonna happen, like God gonna, pow, 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 lightning gonna start popping, you're gonna hear the trumpet sound, like you're gonna hear all that going on, and God gonna walk down the golden stairs and step in front of you and say, my son, you now have the strength to leave her. Do your thing. And you're going to be like, wow, I'm strong now, and I can leave, and it don't hurt. Don't work like that. What you think having the strength to leave mean, a lot of people, and I did too, you think that means that you're going to have the ability to leave without it hurting. You don't want it to hurt when you leave. You don't want to miss her when you leave. And you thinking that when you leave her, you left her before, but what happened is you start missing her. Even though she low down and dirty, a cheating scalawag, you still missed her. So therefore you thought something was wrong with you and that you were making the wrong decision because you missed her. And you still loved her. Even though she doing you wrong and you left, you thought the strength meant when you leave, you ain't supposed to feel nothing. Yeah, I'm strong. I left that broad. I don't even miss her. I don't even think about it no more. You've been with her 17 years, married for 10. And even though she's a cheater, that don't mean you still in love with her though. You still in love with her. Welcome to the world of addiction. Why do you think crackheads, seeing the damage that crack is doing to them, they still smoke? Being in love with the woman is the exact same thing. No matter how much damage she causing you, you still keep going back. Not cause you love her, you're addicted. Being in love with a woman is the same as being addicted to her. You done let her reach a part of your soul, a part of your heart, a part of your mind that's only reserved for God. You done gave that to another human being. Therefore, you got to be punished. You got to be taught a lesson. God is a jealous God. That love right there reserved for him, and we ain't giving God that love. We give it to other people, and we get screwed every time. A lot of us don't give God that love. The love that we around here giving women, or men too, but this just happen to be a man talking about a woman, that being in love thing, that's God's place. That's reserved for him and only him. When they say God's a jealous God, that's what it means. You loving a woman the way you're supposed to be loving God. And it backfires every time. You find yourself in situations like this, me and any other man or woman that finds himself in love with a person instead of just loving them. God say, love your wife. He didn't say be in love with her, adore and idolize her and pedestalize her and deify her and making her a god. And that's what you done did. So now you're being punished. Well, I got bad news for you. If you're waiting on some type of special strength to show up, the way they're gonna hurt when you leave. I got bad news for you and anybody else that's listening that's waiting for some type of special strength that you're supposed to get that's gonna help you leave and it not hurt. Oh, it's gonna hurt. But you gotta leave anyway. Every low down dirty woman I ever left, it hurt. And it hurt for a little while after that. Months after I done left them, I was still thinking about them. Still missing them. But I was determined I ain't going back. I had a support group. Find a support group. If you got friends or whatever, get up under your friends if you got some real ones. If you ain't got no friend, find somebody to talk to. Your sister, somebody, if you ain't got the strength to do it on your own. But you do. You just want it to not hurt. You got the strength already. You know she ain't hitting on nothing. You done caught her 3 times. You think it's more. It's way more than that. Big dick Chris out there tearing that ass up. I'm gonna give you some strength. Just imagine this. That little sweet thing that you love, that you ain't got the strength to leave. You know she out there doing it, but you ain't. You gotta imagine though what she doing. You gotta put it up here. What she doing? Somewhere, when she ain't with you, there's another dude with something this long. He put it in the bottom and it's coming out of the throat. It's so long. And she just a screaming and a hollering. Hollering and a screaming. I ain't thinking about you. Don't know if you done ate lunch, dinner, or what. You might be at home hungry. You waiting on her to come home and cook. She's somewhere. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sound like Ric Flair in his glory days. Imagine that. While you sitting around here waiting on strength to leave that. Because that's what she doing. That's what she got going on. She ain't sitting around worried about you. Where's her love for you? I always say, love those who love you. Why are you loving somebody who don't love you? If you try to leave and she asking you for you not to leave, it ain't cause she love you, because you paying them bills. You taking care of her. You making it easy for her to cheat. She know them guys she out there with ain't gonna take care of her like you is. They look at her as trash. You look at her as wifey. That's why she don't want you to leave. You the one who makes her feel like a human when she knows she trash. She come to you to feel like a human again after she done been out there feeling like a dog. Getting passed around and tell her what she out there doing. And you talking about you ain't got the strength to leave. You got it. You want it to not hurt. It's gonna hurt, player. Get that out your head. You got two types of pain you're gonna have to deal with. It's gonna hurt either way. I just said this before. I don't know if you remember it. If you follow me about it. You got long-term pain and short-term pain. But you're gonna deal with pain either way when you're in a situation like this. It's gonna hurt either way. You can take the long-term pain with you stay, and you're gonna hurt for the rest of your life as long as you with her. Or you can take the short-term pain and leave her and hurt for a couple of months and then get over. And then live in peace for the rest of your life. Either way, you're going to hurt. But one of the hurts going to last forever, and the other hurt going to last for a few months, if that long. You don't know how long that hurt going to last until you actually leave. It might last 2 weeks, or it might last a year or two. But your other option is the hurt never leaving. Because if you stay with her, that pain ain't going to never leave. Because she going to continue doing what she doing because you teaching her how to treat you. You taught her how to treat you. She treating you how you told her to treat you. And the way you told her how to treat you is when you caught her the first time cheating, you stayed with her. So therefore, you verified to her that it was okay to do it. It was okay. Go out here and get your back tore up much as you want. Hubby ain't going nowhere. You gave her permission. You didn't give her permission the first time you caught her. But every time after that, you gave her permission. When you catch somebody doing that, you don't leave them. You give them permission to keep doing it. So don't do no crying, don't do no fussing, don't do no hollering, screaming, shouting, kiss the Holy Ghost, don't do none of that when they keep doing it. You just be quiet, shut up. If you catch them the first time and you don't leave, and they keep doing it, don't you bother them folk, don't you say nothing. When they come home, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, if they come home at all, you better not say a word about where you been. Don't say nothing, ask them do they want some breakfast, that's all you better do. Go in there, run the bath water for them, to wash that filth off of them. That's what you need to do. But don't you say nothing to them. Fuss, don't you get mad, hoop or holler, don't you say nothing. Because you told her to do you like that. You gave her permission to do you like that. That's why she's doing it. So that's your fault now. The first time wasn't. The second time, every time after that, that's your fault. She don't owe you no apology, and she got the right to keep doing it. And you better not say a word to her. Now, when you get tired of that, then you'll realize and say, you know what? I don't care if it do hurt. I'm leaving. You can beg all you want to for me not to leave. Because she going to probably beg, babe, I'm sorry, I ain't going to never do it no more. Especially if you stay gone 2 or 3 days and she see, thank you for real. Oh, she going to go to beg and tell me she's sorry, this and that. But in reality, it's them bills and the stability that you provide. them Pookies and Tyrone she out there messing with and Ray Ray, they don't offer no stability. They just offer that law. You probably ain't got no law. And you don't need now for the right woman. Let her go. Release her to the Kraken. Pookie and Ray Ray. Let them have her. She deserves them. Give her what she deserves. Give her a taste of her own medicine. Get out of her way. Stop protecting her from herself. That's what you're doing. You protecting her from her. You protecting her from her consequences. You're going to mess around and end up having to suffer her consequences with her. Because she's going to go out there and get something and bring it back to you that you ain't had nothing to do with. One of them times out the month when she might give it to you once a month, that one time she might let you hit it for about 3-4 minutes. Mess around and give you something she done got from Pookie and Ray Ray. And you doing the right thing, but you're being a fool. Ain't no strength to wait on, player. You ain't gonna get no stronger than what you is now. It's gonna hurt when you leave, but it's hurting when you stay. What you gonna do? You gonna hurt with her or without her? But you gonna hurt. You're hurting now. The only difference is when you leave, that hurt you feel ain't gonna last. It's gonna fade away to a point where you ain't gonna even think about it no more. Been there, done that. There's millions of other men around the world that been through the same thing. The left a woman, was devastated. When I left, I cried. Ain't nobody see me crying. When you saw me, I was laughing and joking, but behind closed doors, I was crying like a little zombie. But after a while, the crying stopped. And the smile came back. The confidence came back. The joy came back. You had to go through that storm for a little while, but after a while, it's going to start raining. You don't want to go through the rain to get to the sunny day. Leave that woman, man. Ain't no strength. Ain't no ability. Ain't nothing I can tell you to give you no strength. Ain't no strength. It's about right and wrong. It's about loving yourself enough to know, I don't want this. This is dope. This is crack. I'm addicted. This is not good for me. This is not normal. This is not right. I ain't supposed to be doing this. And get the hell on up out of there. And let her beg, do whatever she gonna do. But you get on up out of there and you miss her. And you let yourself miss her. Don't try to run from missing her. Don't try to run from the pain that's gonna come when you leave. It's gonna hurt. Don't run from it. Embrace it. And let it hurt. Let it hurt until it go away. The way you're going to be able to deal with that is to know, and remember Big Ward told you, if you don't even believe yourself, Big Ward told me, yes, I'm hurting right now, but it's going to go away. I promise you, if you go through the pain, it will go away. It's called healing. When you leave her, you're going to open up a wound. But if you don't keep picking at that wound by going back, leaving, you keep pulling the scab off. If you leave, you're going to have a wound. You're going to be wounded. But after a while, the scab going to form. And after a while, you're going to heal if you don't keep going back. If you leave and stay gone, you're going to hurt for a little while, but I promise you that hurt going to leave. And you're going to be like, man, I should have been dead this. Now you're going to realize, now I have to go out here and have me a field day because I'm a good man. Ain't many of you out here like that. And now you're going to go out here and live your life. And you're going to look back at her and wonder, what was I thinking about being with her all that time? I took all that mess off her. She ain't going to even look the same to you once you get over. She ain't going to even look good no more. She probably the best looking thing in the world to you right now. When you leave and get over, you're going to look at her and be like, damn, she's 450 pounds. I didn't know that. Leave. Ain't no strength coming. It's going to hurt. But I promise you, you will get over it in due time. If you don't leave, you ain't gonna never get over the pain. And pretty soon, only so much pain any human being can deal with before they snap. There's only so much pain a human being can deal with before they snap. And they gotta get that pain up off them some kind of way, immediately. So what they do, they snap, they burst like a pipe. When the pressure builds up on a pipe, it bursts. That pressure building up on you, my man. After a while, if you don't do nothing to relieve that pressure gonna relieve you, and you're gonna snap. And you're gonna either do something to her, or you're gonna do something to yourself. You better leave before it's too late. Get it? Got it? Good. Bye.